When the revolution comes, we rise, blaze like sunshine in the night skies. Combo drums play the beat of the strife, struggling to cut through this crooked life. Marching down the city streets strong and bold, stories we've heard but never been told.
Blessed love to each and all, from the big and tall to the very little and small. May Allah Dumari guide and protect us in love, within and without, always. Today we will look into 10 modern ways to reconnect with the very ancient African wisdom of the ages and the elders of old and renown. Practical applications. Reclaiming ancient African knowledge requires practical engagement with ancestral sciences, spiritual systems, and daily practices that align with natural law, energy resonance, and holistic living. To many, these may seem like a cultural shock, but to the best, they will be seen like water and calm light works. Below are 10 modern ways to integrate this knowledge into everyday life. Today is not simply abstract, theoretical, and rhetorical, but practical guides. 1. Study and apply sacred geometry and Fibonacci-based living. Practical measure. Learn about the golden ratio phi and integrate it into design, movement, and natural rhythm awareness. Use Fibonacci-based breathing in Gale 4 count. Hold for 1, exhale for 2, hold for 3, exhale for 5, etc. For nervous system balance. Apply sacred geometry principles to home design, art, and even diet. Structured eating patterns based on nature's cycles. 2. Practice African bioenergetic healing. Sekkim, Dogon, Zulu healing arts. Practical measure. Learn Sekkim energy healing, Kemetic energy therapy. Study Odu divination healing, Yoruba, system of vibrational energy healing through geomancy and frequency. Practice Umoya breathwork and trance healing Zulu energy work based on breath and movement. Use sound frequencies aligned with Fibonacci harmonics for healing. 3. Reclaim African spiritual science and cosmology. Practical measure. Study Kemetic texts, like the Book of Coming Forth by Day Papyrus of Ani c. 1250 BC. Learn about Dogon Sirius cosmology and apply it to your understanding of physics, vibration, and consciousness. Engage with Akhon Vodun, or Kemetic spiritual practices to restore authentic spiritual connection. 4. Engage with ancestral technologies and African engineering sciences. Practical measure. Learn about the Great Pyramid's energy-generating capabilities and its alignment with electromagnetic resonance. Study African metal forging sciences, such as ancient Benin's metallurgy, to understand natural conductors and energy channels. Apply African water filtration techniques, as used in Nubia, to create modern sustainable water systems. 5. Study and apply African free energy science and architecture. Practical measure. Investigate Nikola Tesla's energy models in relation to pyramid-based energy systems in Look at Dogon stone circles and their resonance effects on local energy fields. Build small resonance chambers, using copper, quartz, and natural materials to test African energy systems for everyday use. 6. Reconnect with African dietary wisdom and plant-based healing. Practical measure. Follow ancestral eating patterns based on natural cycles and seasonal foods. Use herbs that have energetic and electromagnetic resonance, such as Kemetic blue lotus, baobab, and Yoruba omiero cleansing herbs. Restore African fasting traditions to cleanse and reset the bioelectric system. 7. Restore African sacred sound, music, and frequency healing. Practical measure. Study how African drumming traditions, Jembata Ngoma, alter brainwaves and induce healing states. Use resonant sound frequencies based on the Fibonacci sequence to improve brain coherence and balance. Learn African chanting and vibrational intonation practices such as verses, Zulu ancestral chants, and Kemetic vowel intonations. 8. Reclaim African timekeeping and cosmic alignment. Practical measure. Stop following the Western artificial time structure Gregorian calendar and align with African cosmic cycles. Track natural rhythms using sidereal and lunar time cycles, as done in Kemet and Dogon traditions. Observe the Sirius rising, July 23rd to 25th, as the true African New Year, not January 1st. 9. Utilize African mathematical and computational knowledge. Practical measure. Learn Yoruba binary mathematics, which is older than modern computing algorithms. Study Egyptian fractional math, which predates Greek and Arabic numerals. Use Dogon fractal geometry to understand self-organizing patterns in nature and technology. 10. Reclaim control over African knowledge and educational systems. Practical measure. Stop relying solely on Eurocentric education systems and build African-centered schools and research networks. Create independent African digital libraries, focusing on restoring texts lost in the destruction of Timbuktu, Alexandria, and Ife archives. Establish networks for African-led scientific exploration in bioenergetics, quantum fields, and metaphysical studies. Oldest African wisdom teachings, chronology and impact of suppression. 1. The Pyramid Texts, Kemet c. 2400 BCE to 2300 BCE. The oldest known religious and philosophical texts containing cosmic knowledge, ether, energy, reincarnation. Suppression impact. Rewritten into Abrahamic traditions without acknowledgement of their origin. 2. The Coffin Texts, and the Book of Coming Forth by Day 1250 BCE, sacred Kemetic texts on how consciousness survives physical death and interacts with the ether. Suppression impact. Western religions removed the science of consciousness survival and replaced it with judgment-based afterlife concepts. 3. The Dogon cosmological teachings, c. 3200 BCE, present detailed pre-modern astrophysical knowledge of the Sirius star system, vibrational physics, and multidimensional space. Suppression impact. Dogon knowledge was dismissed as myth until modern telescopes confirmed their claims. 4. Corpus Odu divination system, Yoruba c. 2000 BCE to present. The ODU system contains fractal logic, probability mechanics, and bioenergetic healing algorithms. Suppression, impact, and Vodun were demonized by colonial powers to promote dependency on Western religious structures. 5. The Timbuktu manuscripts Mali, 1100 CE to 1500 CE, contained African medical, astronomical, mathematical, and philosophical sciences. Suppression impact. Thousands of manuscripts were stolen or hidden, keeping African scientific contributions erased from world history. Impact of sacred wisdom suppression on modern Black and global communities. Loss of personal sovereignty. Knowledge of ether, quantum field, free energy, and self-healing was removed, making people dependent on external control systems. Forced religious and spiritual dependency. African spiritual sciences were labeled as pagan or evil, forcing many into foreign religious systems that disconnected them from technological and scientific erasure. African contributions to mathematics, physics, medicine, and architecture were erased, allowing Western nations to claim original discovery of stolen knowledge. Economic disempowerment. African-based economic and energy systems, such as free energy systems from pyramidal resonance, were hidden, making Black nations dependent on Western industrial systems. Cultural identity crisis. Many Black people today struggle with a fragmented sense of identity, unaware that their ancestors held the most advanced scientific and spiritual systems in human history. Conclusion. The suppression of African sacred wisdom is one of the greatest losses to human history, but the knowledge can still be reclaimed. By studying, practicing, and reviving these sciences in medicine, technology, energy, and consciousness, the next generations can restore what was stolen and hid. The have tried to hide that truth of the fact that black is black is black. Be creative and stay blessed.
When the revolution comes, we rise, blaze like sunshine in the night skies. Humble drums play the beat of the strife, struggling to cut through this crooked life. Marching down the city streets strong and bold, stories we've heard but never been told. Fight on, keep that fight.